Yo, what's up, Trailblazers? You know how it is. New characters drop, and suddenly everyone's asking, should I pull for them? Well, guess what? Anaxa is finally coming to Honkai Star Rail in version 3.2, and people are losing their minds. And yes, we've seen the drip marketing, the leaks, and now Beta 1 is out, so it's time to dive deep into Anaxa's kit and see how he stacks up, especially compared to Jade and the Herta team. Is he the sub-damage dealer of your dreams? Or should you save those Stellar Jades? Stick around because we're covering it all, and hey, if you haven't checked out my Casteries Beta 1 breakdown video, you're missing out. Links in the description. Smash that like button, subscribe if you love Meta Talks, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start with what everyone's here for, Anaxa's kit. He's a 5-star erudition character with wind damage and, honestly, some crazy mechanics. Basic attack, Torment, Bruise Truth. Sounds standard, right? Deals wind damage equal to 50% of his attack at base, scaling up to 140% at max level. But here's the kicker. After version 3.2, basic attacks go up to level 10. Yup, that includes older units too. Shout out to Blade mains, you're eating good. Skill Fractal banishes, Falsehoods. Anaxa fires his gun at a single enemy and then, bam, 4 random bounces hitting other enemies. It's RNG heaven or hell, depending on your luck. Don't expect it to always hit every enemy, but when it does... Chef's Kiss. Ultimate Genesis of Budding Life. Costing 140 energy, this ultimate inflicts every single weakness type on enemies. Physical, fire, ice, lightning, wind, quantum, imaginary, for 1 turn. Remember Silverwolf? Yeah, she just got competition. And visually, he summons a giant tree. Yes, like the Zhanzhou Luofu deer boss. If you know, you know. Talent Tetrad Wisdom, Trinity Supreme. Every attack applies a random weakness. Stack 5, and enemies get the Exposed Nature debuff, boosting Anaxa's damage by up to 96% at max level. Oh, and hitting exposed targets triggers a free skill cast. No skill points consumed. Score. Technique. Hue of the Opened Pupil. Terrifies enemies on the overworld map, making them flee. Engage them, and boom. Everyone gets a weakness debuff before the fight even starts. Strategic players, you'll love this. Let's move to his stats bonus. Wind DMG Boost. 22.4%, DF 22.5%, Gret rate 6%, pretty good. Now let's move to the trace abilities. T1. The Wandering Signifier. When using basic ATK, additionally regenerates 10 energy. At the start of the turn, if there are no enemy targets in exposed nature state, it immediately regenerates 25 energy. Type 2. The Necessary Blankness. Based on the number of characters on the path of erudition in the team, triggers the corresponding effects in the current battle. Increases Anaxa's crit DMG by 140%, and increases DMG dealt by all allies by 25%. T3. The Transmuted Quality. For every different weakness type an enemy target has, the DMG that Anaxa deals to that target ignores 3% of DEF, up to a max of 7 weakness types. Really good like traces here. Most of the traces are really focused on Anaxa, and he's damaged. But I would say that 25% more damage dealt by all the allies, that is pretty good actually. Like if you put him in a Herta team, she will do like 25% more damage. It may sound low, but when you think about it, Herta hit like a truck. Then that 25% bonus will also going to be a very huge number. Eidolons breakdown, let us cover them quickly. E1, recovers skill points and reduces enemy defense. Instant synergy boost. E2, ultimate gains more hits, and Anaxa gets a speed boost. Faster cycles mean more damage uptime. E4, up to 3 attack buffs stack simultaneously. Yes, triple the fun. E6, permanent damage increases each time he applies Ascension. Long fights, he scales like a beast. So, how does Anaxa measure up against Jade in the Herta team? Let's break it down. Anaxa's strengths. High personal damage potential with defense, ignore, and multi-weakness application. Provides team-wide damage boosts up to 25% through his talent and traces. Versatile pick for both single-target bosses and pure fiction multi-target scenarios. Great synergy with erudition units, boosting his critical damage even further. Jade's advantages. Skill point positive. Perfect for Herta teams notorious for burning through SP. Grants a significant 30% speed boost, enabling quicker rotations and more follow-up attacks. Scales critical damage fast, especially when triggering follow-ups. Provides smoother team rotations, which is crucial in high difficulty content. Which one should you pull for? If you're looking for a pure damage dealer with massive single target and AoE potential, Anaxa is your guy. His weakness application shines in content like Memory of Chaos and Pure Fiction, letting you bypass resistance checks easily. However, Jade brings unparalleled utility with SP management and speed boosts, vital for Herta-focused teams that thrive on quick follow-ups. In a head-to-head DPS race, Anaxa edges out slightly in pure damage, but Jade's consistency and team support are hard to beat. Ideally, run them together. Jade handles SP and speed, Anaxa brings the damage and weakness implant, absolute synergy. I still believe Anaxa might be doing a bit more damage here than Jade, but at the same time, Jade is very skill point positive. Unlike Anaxa, you might face skill point issues. Anaxa, like Herta, consumes a lot of skill points. That's why Jade is really good support for Herta, since Jade excels at skill point management and is SP positive. Not to mention, the 30% speed increase is excellent for more turns. You can still use Anaxa in a Herta team, just like you would with other erudition characters like Mini Herta and Serval. So yeah, you can put Anaxa in a Herta team and expect more damage output, but it will also be a bit SP hungry. That being said, forget about Herta for a moment. Put Jade and Anaxa together on the same team, and you'll have a new dynamic duo. To be honest, Anaxa works really well with Jade. Don't expect Anaxa to have the same amount of damage as Herta. Anaxa is more of a mid-tier character, like a sub-DPS, but really good in situations where you don't have the specific weakness to beat the enemy. In that case, you can pair him with your best DPS character and beat the enemy. Both Herta and Jade excel in multi-target scenarios, while Anaxa is better against 1-3 targets. In my opinion, Herta would need Anaxa more when all the AoE shilling is gone and we're back to single targets. Final verdict. Anaxa. High risk, high reward DPS with massive upside if played right. Jade. Consistent, team-oriented support with valuable utility. Together, meta-defining duo for both pure fiction and high-end content. What's your pick? Pulling for Anaxa, saving for another banner, or thinking of pairing him with Jade? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget, if you haven't checked out my Castoris Beta 1 breakdown, it's in the description. Hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and turn on notifications for the latest Honkai Star Rail news. Alright, I'm off to grind some Stellar Jade. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out.
七球球们扎头挖坑，把球球奶奶。